Conspiracy or nah? Greetings, young gods. Family, I be going down these rabbit holes because, my mind it just work like that. I gather a bunch of information and then points come together and I just find information that doesn't line up with what we've been taught. So it is my discovery over the years that a lot of us are Aborigine. I don't have African roots. I don't have slave roots. However, there were slaves here that were prisoners of war. Now, those prisoners of war, they were put into slavery. And the other survivors, the other people that were here before the previous reset, the point in time where less melanated individuals took over, um, there would have been a lot of history that had to be supplanted, a lot of history that had to be wiped over, painted over, whitewashed, however you want to put it. Now, those who had memories would have been put in places to where they couldn't speak. So it's my theory that melanated folk have an issue with getting psychological help because that is where they put those people who wanted to tell the truth. They put them in psych wards, they locked them up to never be seen again. So if this is what you saw, if this is what you witnessed, that people that were telling the truth or people who went to go get this help were locked up, never to be seen again, you shut down. Help would not be in your equation whatsoever. You would never look outside of those who are with you for any sort of mental help. In fact, you would actually start making fun of people who got mental help. You would look at them like they was crazy. What the fuck wrong with you? Why are you going there trying to get help? Man, that stuff ain't real. Hey, nah, you ain't doing none of that. So to me, that kind of lines up with where things are. Because my melanated folk seem to have a huge, especially the older generation, have a huge issue with any type of mental health. They might even go to school and get degrees in psychology and still don't believe in it for themselves. They will not go for any reason. So to me, because it is so irrational and so disconnected from what is true, there must be some sort of trauma that was passed down through the generations that is preventing a particular folk from getting this sort of help that they need. And based off of all the other information that I've obtained over the years that don't align with the histories that we've been taught, it makes perfect sense to me. Because if you as a people was running the world, trying to put everything in alignment, to keep everything above ground, to have love for all people, because you know that those lighter melanated folks are actually your family, that they came from you, that you are one, so you don't look down on them. They feel some sort of way because there were some in the midst that actually, didn't treat them right. So in order to get that get back, we gonna take over. Things just fell apart. We just had this cataclysm, lines of communication are cut off. All the circuits are messed up. Energy is the free energy is no longer there. Everybody's been set back. All of that information that we had, we don't have information. We don't have connection to it anymore. So a lot of the people on the fringes don't really even know what's going on. So let's get ahead of this. What we gonna do is we gonna have these World's Fairs, right? We're gonna invite all our people, and we're gonna show them all this nice stuff that we can have, but we gotta sit on it and pretend that it don't exist, and we'll just, divvy it out here and there. You know what I'm saying? We'll have planned obsolescence. You know what I'm saying? Malfeasance, and just have everything just fail when we know how to make it to where it just lasts forever. Because we found it. It was already here. All of these beautiful buildings, all these marble palaces. We founded them. Yeah, we founded them. Let's see, 1820. Yeah, we founded them. Yeah, because we found them. Yeah, we found more than one. When it was in the past, we found it. Yeah, we got. Yeah. What else? What else? Oh yeah. We can't have those melanated folks get back in power because when they're in their true power, can't nobody do nothing with them. But we infiltrated and we did a little damage. What I mean, like in the future we'll do that with different government agencies and go and disrupt governments. What I'm saying? But we did it first here because now we got the whole blueprint how you just take over and just do it your way and give yourself credit for stuff that you just found, and then we'll get paid for it. And anybody that comes up with any ideas that will counter that, we gotta hide that. We gotta have like special patents. Yeah. Once we see that it's something that's gonna take away from all of the stuff that we found, once we see that it's gonna actually start giving to the people again, now we gotta take that away, bro. We gotta hide that in the background. Oh, but that's a whole nother path we're going down. Family, something's not right with the water, and I think I know what it is. Let's get